Hello and welcome back. Now we'll be learning about Java encapsulation. So what happens in encapsulation? So it is the process in which you're wrapping the data and function into a single unit. Okay, it is like a capsule. Like it literally means what we when we see a capsule, what are the things that comes to our mind? We know that inside a capsule there are a bunch of different small, tiny particles, right, which is the basic medicine for our ailment. So same like that. Um, here what happens is you are taking all the data and function and you're putting all together in one single class and you're keeping it aside. That is encapsulation. So the main objective of this is that you want to hide the details. Suppose you want to write a code for an employee in which there are lots of details, salary, date of birth, joining date, and all that. But you don't want the person who is working on that program, who is working on the final output, to see all the codes written on it. You just want to see the the main output. Okay. So what we do is we use this encapsulation method. We hide all the details of the entire program and we just show just the behavior of the entire program. Only that is shown to the person. Okay, to understand encapsulation, it is best we go into a program. So here you see it's an example of a student. So what we're doing is we're using different methods like the get ID, the set ID. So a student, what does they have? They have ID numbers, there are names, all of the. So what we're doing is we're getting the ID number, then we're setting it, then we are getting the name of the student, and then we are using the set name. These get name, set name, get ID, set ID, they are called methods. Okay, so this first half of the program from class student to this part is the part which is encapsulated. Okay, and the next half of it, that is from this portion, class main, that is the test program. This is where you add particular values or whatever it is to the main program. So here we see we're setting the ID value to 27 and setting the name to Tom Lee. So this is an example. So and you see you get the data where this particular first half of the program is not run by the compiler. Okay, you're calling it but you're not running it. It is this last part which is compiled and executed. Okay, so output of this it is run by the compiler, but only this last half of it is executed. So output is student data. Then you see here we have given the input 27, the student name Tom Lee. All of this comes out. So for understanding it better, let's perform the experiment and you can see how it works. So let me go there and let me open in Notepad. See here. Okay, this is the test code. First of all, we have to open the main code. Notepad. Okay, encap test. Here what we are doing is it's the same program as the one which is shown. It is we give the name, the ID number, and the age. Okay, it is similar to the one which is in the PPT. So first of all, you have to make sure that all of these variables, they are all of this is in private mode. Okay, they're all private, they're not public. Then we give this, but the rest of the thing, the get IDs, these methods will be public. Okay, only the variables, this will not be in public mode. Everything else is public because we have to get the values from here, right? So this is the main part of the program, and the run encap. And we have here what we were doing is we are we're setting the values. James 20, the ID number, so on and so forth. And finally, of course, what we want the output, how we want the output to be displayed, that is given. Okay, now let's run it. First of all, you have to make sure that you compile encap, but we don't run it for execution. Okay, Java C Run encap. Okay. Now Java. Let's see. You see James, age 20. But we are not running the first part. So this is how it works, okay? What is actually running is the run encap column, but everything what we are doing in it comes from the encap test, that particular program it is coming. But here we are just providing the data, the available data that we have, but the main code is written in the original this encap test. Okay, this is like for, it is like a test run how we are going to run it. Fine. So okay, now let's get back to the PPT. So this is the whole thing about encapsulation. The idea is very simple. It's like thinking that how things are arranged in a capsule. You're putting everything in. You are not seeing, right, what is inside it. We know that there are the properties of healing me, but we are not seeing what's inside it. We just see the outside. So same is this concept of encapsulation. We are not seeing how the program is written. We are just giving the input, and according to it, we're getting the output. That is the whole concept of encapsulation. Now, let me stop here. Next topic is the Java abstraction. We'll come back to it and we'll learn more about it. So, okay, let's take a quick break.